This special episode of the Debbie and Carrie show took place in May of 2024.
Carrie, doesn't this place look awesome?
Of course it does, but do you really want us to buy this land at the edge of the town and build our own house on it? I don't see the point.
Last month, I was reading about a single mother who had 4 children and she was struggling to provide for them. She was living in a house she did not own, but paid rent on. Then her landlord raised her rent and not only was she forced to give up the house and live with her parents, but then she had to give up all her children. That broke her heart.
Maybe she shouldn't have had those children. She put herself in that tight situation.
Carrie, it's not that simple. The mother was abandoned by her husband for another woman. She had no way of knowing the father of her children would betray her like that. And unlike my father, that man never paid child support to help his ex-wife. So that poor mother was a victim of economic circumstances she couldn't control.
Ah, I get it. You don't want us to someday end up like that mother. But we live with my mothers Jessica and Lucy and my sister Vicky, and they have always been good to us. My mothers own their house outright, as does your mother, and maybe someday we could inherit ownership of one of those homes.
So you are not bothered by sharing a space with them?
Not at all. I enjoy their company just as I enjoy yours. I never want to be without them.
If you say so. But you just said we could inherit one of their homes. Wouldn't they have to die first?
Yes. But I hope that won't be an issue for decades to come. The real problem, Carrie, is the very idea of landlords renting out property to tenants instead of having people own property outright. That seems unjust to me. You remember when we used to live in an apartment in Boston? Jessica and I paid rent on it, but we never owned it. And we never would have, even if we had continued to live there for decades to come. That shouldn't even be legal. I wish everyone could be a property owner and there were no fucking landlords.
Maybe someday when people who think like socialists and not capitalists come to power, they can pass laws to make renting out properties illegal and allowing everyone to make payments to eventually own their own place even if they are poor. Maybe someday.